2, 3, 4.
Hey guys, good morning. So this is my final video for today. Like I told you, I am off to the hospital here shortly and I'm still in my pajamas. At any rate, I did a reaction to an Iron Maiden song. I don't know if it was last week or earlier this week, whenever it was. And I even stated prior to doing the song that while being an 80s baby, I did not listen to Iron Maiden back in the 80s when I was a teenager and they were at probably the height of their career. It just wasn't a band that I was into. Um, During the reaction, or after the reaction, I like with every band I do, with every hip hop group, with any genre that I do, I always state what I like and what I don't like. Anybody can go back into any video of any song. I have well over 300 videos, and you can go into any one, and they will always, at the end, I will always state what I like and what I don't like. It's nothing against Iron Maiden. It's just that's the format that I use. I always say this is what I like, this is what I don't like. Um, because I believe reactors should be honest. I don't believe a reactor should just listen to a song and then say, oh, that was great, that was wonderful, or say nothing and then just say, well, have a good day, because that's not a reaction. A reaction is telling the honest truth about how you feel about a song. Um, and I believe I did say that several that the band was like talented. The drummer was very talented. The guitarist was talented. Um, I believe I said that one of the things I didn't like the band was that I loved the opening of the band. And in fact, I said the band was very, very talented. The music was I loved the music part of it. I didn't like it when the band went into quick time or speed metal is one term that people use for it. Speed metal is just not my type of thing. It's not my thing. But I did say, and I think the harshest critique that I've gotten slammed with is that I didn't like the lead singer. Now, reactors give their own personal views. That's why you guys watch us. You guys watch us to see what our reaction is to something. Our reaction, right? So, but that was just my reaction to that particular song. The other thing that I failed to mention was that I felt like that song was part of a story. You know, like he was telling a story, but like many bands did back then and still do, like Metallica and stuff like that. They tell a story, like in Master of Puppets with Metallica and stuff like that. And I felt like that was part of a story, but I was only getting maybe chapter 2, and that chapter 1 was behind me, and that 3 and 4 were coming up. So it felt disjointed to me. I didn't say that in the video, but I did feel that way. Now, this is what bothers me. After I did that reaction, I probably got the rudest comments. I can't even call them comments. The rudest insults I have ever gotten from any fan base of any group of people I have ever gotten in the entire time that I have been reacting. I was called all sorts of names. I was called just the rudest, horrendous things were put in my comment section. And, you know, why is it so hard to say, okay, you don't like this, or you didn't like this song, try this song? Or I can appreciate, all right, you stated you're not an Iron Maiden fan. I want to prove you wrong. Try this song. or you're not familiar with Iron Maiden because you never listened to them. So let me introduce them by this song. No. The Iron Maiden fans that came into that video, with the exception of maybe 2 or 3, did nothing but cuss me out, call me all sorts of names. They were rude, disrespectful. I don't even want to say some of the things that they said to me. And I have said way worse about a band or a group that I have listened to than I said about Iron Maiden that day. Simply saying that I didn't care about their lead singer led all of them into a frenzy. They completely missed all the good things I said about Iron Maiden and focused on the one negative thing that I said, which was I didn't care about their lead singer. Seriously? Grow up. That's not the way you deal with people. Now, thank you to the 2 or 3 Iron Maiden fans who did come in and were true adult music listeners who understand that people have preferences, people have their own opinion, and also, hey, maybe you're not really aware of Iron Maiden and you don't really understand them. So, hey, maybe you should listen to more, or let's do this or let's do that. Now, Surfer, 1972, which means you're the same age as my little sister. She's 19 months younger than I am. I was born in 70, which means you were a teenager when I was a teenager, which means you listened to Iron Maiden right around the time that we were teenagers at the same time. Let's just put it that way. He came to me and he said, you know what? I appreciate your honesty on your reaction. And you gave me a different perspective, but one of the reasons that helped was my wife has always said that to me. But I have been a diehard Iron Maiden fan for 30 years. That's great. I've been a diehard Metallica fan for 30 years. He said, I want you to try the song Prophecy. Just try it. And because he came at me that way, yes, we were about to do Iron Maiden Prophecy. And as always, I enter every song in every group with an open mind and an open heart. So let's get it. I'm doing a lyric video because I want to see the lyrics, because that was another critique I had about the lyrics. But I'm telling you, the reason why I had that critique of the lyrics is because I felt like they didn't fit in anywhere. Like I was dropped into the middle of a story. So let's get it. Prophecy by Iron Maiden, going out to Surfer, 1972. Okay, so I liked it. Um, Again, I really like the music, right? I mean, I don't know who their guitarist is, but I absolutely love their guitarist. I said that in the first video. And their singer, he sings in this video, okay? I am not going to take back what I said about the first video. He wasn't singing in the first video. He was more talking in the first video, like a talking. Everybody knows what I'm talking about when you hear metal bands and the singer does more of a talking, yelling kind of thing. That's what he was doing in the first video. I'm sorry, but in this one, he is actually singing through the song, and he does not have a bad voice. He actually was singing it. Um, Now I have a question. Was that backup voices that was doing the echo, or was that actually mastered in? You guys can answer that question for me in the comments. But no, I actually like that song. I like it quite a bit. I do prefer them when they're actually, I don't want to get murdered again, when they're actually doing some type of chord work on their guitars and intricate work, rather than when they're just doing single chord work, usually when he's singing something very powerful. When he's trying to make a very strong point, they go into, they didn't go into QuickTime this time, but what they did was they go into that just metal thrash kind of heavy, you know, one, one or two, three chord work with the drums just to get that thrash sound, to bring the power into what he's trying to say, which was, he's trying to make a very strong point. I prefer them when they're doing their more intricate, you know, intricate work with their guitars, and whoever composes their songs is actually very talented, because they they have the capacity to make some really beautiful music, like that guitar work at the end and even in the beginning. And in that first song in the beginning, they were doing it as well. So I'm not going to knock the band. I mean, the band, as I said before, is extremely talented. And I will take back my remark that the singer was trash. He's not. I just prefer what he's singing in this song and the way he's singing in this song to the first song. You're not, look, any band that I listen to, and I tell people this all the time, I love music, and I have very eclectic taste in music, and I listen to pretty much all genres of music. But there are very few artists that I am diehard fans of, which means I own every single record that they've ever put out and stuff like that. There's probably, I want to say 5 or 6 tops where I'm a true like diehard fan of. And there's no genre that I can honestly say that I'm like I'd lend myself to the rock side more than I do hip hop, country, anything else. But, and however, I can't sit there and say that I'm a diehard rock fan more than I am a hip hop fan or anything like that. Now, when we get to artists, I can sit there and say, yes, I prefer, these songs, but I don't care for all their songs. And I don't think if people say that I love every single song that this artist put out, they're bullshitting. They're complete fucking liars, because every artist puts out at least 1 or 2 garbage songs that they don't like. It's the truth. So you're not always going to like every single song that your favorite artist puts out. There's going to be an album that comes out where you're going to be like, at least, oh, I love 8 of the songs of the 10, but the other 2 are either trash or they're I could take them or leave them. So, I like this song. I didn't particularly care for the other song. But thank you, Surfer 1972, for giving me a new perspective on Iron Maiden. I was not familiar with them. I didn't listen to them back then. And, now I have. But I still, you know, what I don't understand is what type of band brings a fan base in that is going to be that nasty and rude to somebody. That I don't understand. So, that's the part that I'm disappointed about and I'm upset about. But thank you for the few of you who actually said, hey, give Iron Maiden another try, or at least, weren't completely cruel and mean. So I hope you guys, those of you who at least were willing to give me another chance, appreciate this and bring on more Iron Maiden. I'm willing to listen to them, and appreciate more of their music. I'm willing to do that with anybody. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And what else? Damn straight. You guys take care of each other because no one else is going to. Ciao.